Thank you for the support.
I gotta fix that, Shanika. I don't like high pause like that. Even on my little intro thing, I gotta fix. I don't know why I did that. Damn, man. I don't like y'all no more, bro. This some bullshit, bro. Go and read your super chat. God damn.
Don't be a hater. Be a congratulator. Like, why my dreams can't come true? I don't understand. Like, I deserve 2 dimples. Do I not?
Oh shit. Do not
Shout out
read
to
this nigga comment, dog. Do not read it. Nigga,
shout
don't
out
read that shit. No, don't you read that shit, nigga. I'm telling you. Don't you fucking read that shit. Send Demon $2 on Cash App real quick.
shout out the trade with the BBL dimples. Hey, whatever. BBL dimples. BBL
Oh shit. Go
dimples.
ahead,
Yep.
nigga. You can read that shit.
Yep.
This nigga crazy,
Yep.
bro.
Yep. What you say?
I say you can read it. Go ahead.
And
They're crazy.
shout out to Demon who said "Yep," which is soft in Russian.
Yeah, bro. I can't stand
And you
this nigga.
fool. And you through. Okay. DJ say he gonna pass the collection plate right now, but he gonna drop his offering a little bit later. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate the thought. While we at it, if you're not gonna send your ties, at least hit the like button.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you go to church, you gotta pass the collection plate, but you still gotta throw the hands up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that don't mean you can't do what you need to do. Go on and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so you can catch the show. Turn the notifications on.
Nah, for
Catch
sure.
everyone.
Yeah, he's smoking that devil pack. This nigga did transform back into that damn demon. Shit.
Yep, and I'm gonna stay on my dimple bullshit till I get it.
See on that dimple
Send
bullshit.
$2. Set me up and send $2, or send the 2 racks so I can go on and get it now. Then I'll shut up.
Oh shit.
And you're through.
So I added that video real quick. I'm finna go get on my laptop. I got to smoke. These niggas drive me crazy already. These niggas crazy. We gonna continue to play this one, and then we gonna I'm finna get on my laptop for sure because I gotta say some shit. But we gonna play this one. Then we got the Sharp video with the guy who found his girlfriend unalive. He was a content creator. It's crazy work. All right, I'll be right back. Get on my damn laptop. Go ahead.
And you got a black brother.
Or unless you had something to say, my bad.
What up, Stan Autry in the building?
Stan the man Autry, this motherfucker. You say what?
Tutu.
Okay, let me go.
My throat.
Damn. Oh, damn. Shit.
You know how them nuts be like shit. It's like it's good because it like scratch your throat a little bit, but I don't know. That shit be weird. Like, like them nuts have your throat itchy. Well, not itchy, but I don't know. Let me get some water. High quality H2O.
That's what you partially was finna get into it, but you didn't want to get into it. Know what I'm saying? You got a whole 50% black brother mixing real little brother, so you should feel 100%. He should feel what I'm saying. What about this part? I ain't with you about saying, can you say because you grew up with us, went through all this shit with us, you love us, you You've been through everything that you've been through, so that's why you feel you can say. The problem and the issue is the fact when you say in a room full of women, is there any black niggas in here? Is there any niggas in here? If it is, what you gonna do about it? That's where you up at, brother. That's where the disrespect is. Because OT, you know, if you was in a room full of violent, from Houston full of violent niggas like myself, TSF, any niggas really from the H like that, and we was having that conversation, and you said it in that way. Y'all said, because who's gonna do shit about it? There have been 6 niggas in the room raising their hands saying they want to fight you. You know that. You know how this shit get down in Houston. You a Texas Crip. If a come up to you and say, Mexican OT, you ain't no Crip. And what you gonna do about it? You gonna want to fight about that. In the room gonna say, who ain't what squabble? And that's where the disrespect and the part is, OT. Because at the end of the day, you know there's nothing but women in that room. There's a bunch of girls in that room. It was a now violent street that come from where you come from and been through what you've been through, or that's from somewhere else that's gonna disagree with you and with that statement to the point to where they'll fight you about that or they'll do something about that. So therefore, that's what people in the general public gonna take it like that's hoe shit, because you're doing something in the setting where people gonna consider it, where it's safe to say that right then and right there. Would you possibly say that around a room full of a bunch of in this heated conversation? Now, secondly, aside of the Mexican OT shit,
before he get to that second point, like, I don't think that everybody should just automatically assume that they safe by saying it in front of a black woman. Because, yeah, depending on the situation, you could get away with it. And depending on how long you around them and what resources they have access to or whatever, but let's just not do it. Let's just not do it at all. And you through.
I also blame these blog sites, these interviewers, these platforms. Why do y'all constantly ask? I know why y'all do it. Y'all do it for click views, clickbait, all that other shit. But y'all gotta stop asking motherfucking rappers and certain celebrities these uncomfortable questions, and then be pissed off when you get the certain type of answer that you get, or these artists respond in an uncomfortable way because they was asked an uncomfortable question when they really came here to promote their album. They really came here to talk about their career. They really came here to talk about positive shit, and y'all steady dumping and pushing negative questions and negative energy down the throat, put them on the spotlight when they trying to interview. Spell me? So that's my last sense on the shit, because I ain't know, and I still don't give a but
I don't know. I feel like it's a valid question, especially if you're in our genre, our sector, as far as with music, and you not black. I mean, this is a conversation that I've had with plenty of people. Like, should, other people be allowed to use the N-word? Like, even if they grew up in, predominantly black environments and this, that, and the other. Like, I'm sorry. No, that's my stance on it. Like, my kids don't even like me saying it. Like, they be getting on me. Like, a lot of people are really just starting to not really even say that word anymore. But for those that still choose to do it, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But for those that don't identify with our struggle, I just don't on a first party basis. Like, I don't think that they should be able to say it. Like, nah, I don't think Mexican OT. Like, nigga, your whole name is Mexican, literally Mexican OT. Like, nah, it ain't nigga OT, it's Mexican OT. Like, what? No, I have a problem with that. And so if I would have been in that room, it would have been a problem. Especially if he finna be sitting in here for a little minute. Niggas got time to drive. Like, hold up. What you said? Oh, okay. Nah, man, we gotta stop. Well, I don't know. If y'all disagree, drop a comment and engage. Let me know. Like, do y'all wild out? Or do you even take it offensively if you hear somebody, whether it's they in front of you or it's in music? Like, does it bother you to hear people that aren't black say the N-word, or do you just not care? I just want to know. I just need one person and a half to tell me, like, because I do, especially knowing that I have to live as a black person every day. Like, don't know, you can't come to that party. Like, come on now, yeah. Already, you got invited to the cookout, and now you trying to make your way into the back room, into the smoking section. Like, no, you can't bend the corner because only the fam can do that. Like, nah, like, mm. Welcome to America. You can't tell people what they can and cannot say at the end of the day. But I don't like it. I don't care. Fix your face, Stan.
I'm gonna tell all I'm gonna say is this: everything's about love and respect. When you do it and it's not out of love, or you trying to be too tough with the shit, then that's where it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta earn that toughness, brother. So I'll tell you, bitch, I love you. If you mad at me, I don't give a. I'm just telling the truth, and that's what's real, blood. Just like I say all that other shit I said about misses and get on your ass, I will get on your ass like I get on anybody's ass. Bitch, you wrong for that, hoe. You wrong, and the interviews is wrong for how they did it and chopped it up and only put that part out of there because you said a bunch of positive shit about black people after the fact, but it's the fact that you in a room full of 4 pussies, 4 women, 4 vaginas, and you said you know it's no in there, and you said, well, shit, is it wrong? Because if it was a real wrong, you gonna stop me. You can't say that like that, blood, because you is boy, yeah, fight for nothing, fight for less, do shit for less, and do shit for nothing. So you know what I'm saying? You can't do that like that, brother. But other than that, we chicken and sauce out right now. Get off my T dick. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all ain't gonna say shit. Y'all can't check or y'all gonna do nothing, but I will and I can, and ain't nobody gonna do shit to me.
I guess. You talking about him saying that in front of a whole bunch of women, like talking your shit behind the camera, just like the rest of us. But yeah, I don't think that the interviews were out of pocket for asking those questions. I feel like I be getting mad a lot of times because I feel like they need to ask a little more, a few more hard hitting questions, like especially when it comes to our image and just us as a community and people that have an impact on it. Like, yeah, go on and ask that question. What's up? What's up with that? I don't think that they wrong for that. Ask. Because he out here saying it so publicly, so why I can't ask him publicly? Nah, I want to know. Romello said, and the shy is not going down out of that. I mean, excuse me, it's not going to be that easy. Good. Because, to be honest, I think they was in California in that interview. I don't know. But Trey said, to be honest, I've been around it, allowed it, and ain't feel no way about it. To be completely honest, it's a little different though on my end. Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad at you for feeling how you feel because I don't want you to be mad at me for feeling how I feel. But yeah, I'm just not really. Yeah, it don't rub me the right way when I hear people say that. It rubs me the wrong way for sure. Like, I don't like that. But, free speech, right? So, but it's just funny how, they could say that, but I can't say what I want to say. Like, I don't know. It's just the selectivity. That's my thing. Like, I have to say small hat. Well, let me, I guess it is what it is. Welcome to America. You know it, Stan. You know it. And you show it. Oh. Let me. Yeah. But he said it and he did it and he don't care. What y'all gonna do is what he said, because you ain't gonna do shit. And let's see if anybody say anything or do anything.
I don't want to take it there because I don't.
Oh yeah, so fair use. This is the video. We was talking about Shannon Sharp.
Want it to be deemed as content. I would want it to be deemed as like how I really look at things. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that try to make just I don't care if it never goes viral, nothing. It doesn't matter. I love Mark to death. That's my guy. He can always call me for whatever. We're gonna get it rocking. We're gonna get the shit doing what the it needs to do. But I feel like, there's certain girls and you could say that there's certain girls that are just trying to make their way out of certain situations. This is the best way I can explain it. Because I'm not trying to, push no type of fucked up narrative, but there's so many girls that will show somebody or act like they could show somebody they want to change, they want to do certain things, or they want to be better, they want to grow, but in all actuality, you really enable them. You know what I'm saying? They'll act like they want to grow. They act like they want everything in the world, but when you give it to them, they don't know how to act. Not everybody is you take somebody from the ghetto tomorrow, or you take somebody who hasn't been having a lot tomorrow, and then they catch themselves with somebody that is having a lot and can change their entire life. And it might change it just a little bit too quick, especially if you didn't build it with them. And I think that this is, and I don't want Mark to take this wrong, but I think that this is why God put it to where people grow together. Like if you're having money, or if you're not having nothing, hey, I'm not having nothing, okay, we can grow together. Nobody ever respects the situation. One person already having hella money and the other person not. Right or wrong? There's nobody like you. It has to grow together to be respected. Mark is a very wealthy man. Mark, very loving and good.
Hold on real quick, because I meant to stop it a little bit earlier, but it's not respected if you don't get it together. Do y'all feel that way? We got to build it together. Otherwise, it ain't going to be respected. His deep, ashy ass voice. But I don't know. I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I think it just depends on the person and their mindset as an individual. So, naturally I have to say that. But even as a generalization, I mean, I guess I could kind of understand where he's coming from, but I don't think that that's the case, though. I don't think that's the case for the majority of people. Like, I don't think that, if we don't get it together, nah, I'm not going to respect it. Like, what? Like, I didn't know you. I just met you today. Whatever you have prior to today, like, wow, I'm not going to respect it because, or no, I guess the other way around, because you already got what you getting. So, I mean, got what you need. So you're not going to respect me. I don't know. I've just never had that issue. And so I guess that's why I just have this natural bias to where I don't think that that's like a super common thing where it's like, yeah, if we don't build it together, somebody's not going to be respected. Like, then it's a whole bunch of immature ass people out here.
Loving and good guy. And even if baby's intentions was pure, and God rest her soul, her addiction was bigger, more relatable. Mark is a very wealthy man. Mark, very loving and good guy. And even if baby's intentions was pure, and God rest her soul, her addiction was bigger, more relatable, more loving, more nurturing than the relationship she felt like she had with Mark. And Mark is the kind of guy, man, that if he loves the girl, I'm sure he's going to give her everything. You're right, it is bigger than money. When somebody is addicted to something or someone, it could be someone or something, straight up. People get addicted to someone or something. I don't know their relationship. That's not even what I'm here for it. I'm just looking at it because somebody has said, like, did you hear that Mark's girlfriend died? But I'm like, you just never know with people. And I feel like Mark's intentions and his feelings were pure. But I'm just like, damn, when I look at it, I feel like it hurt Mark more than it hurt baby checking out. Because her doing what she did, she felt like she had nothing to lose. With Mark loved her. He felt like he was losing everything. You don't see the shit that's happening behind closed doors. And sometimes that can be enabled. It can be overlooked. Just for even, just however a person looks at it for self-gain. Like, no, you don't have to be sexual. If it's like just a companion. I ain't a psychiatrist. I ain't a therapist. I'm nothing but a man that probably went through a lot and never had no therapy. I had to learn it on my own. I'm just analyzing in a way if I was in that same position. I have to understand, would I blame myself a little bit? Yeah, I would blame myself. Because
yeah.
there was something that I was enabling to keep that going. And if she really loved me, maybe I'm going to push myself further than the drug or anything that's going on. I'm going to push that further, and I'm going to see if that works. If not, you will not die with me being able to say I claimed you at that time. I can't allow that. We have to call it quits, as much as it may hurt me. I don't know what she was. I heard what it was, but that's not even what I'm pinpointing. Even trying to I'm looking at the situation at hand. Fuck what it was over. I don't want to be a part of that. As much as it may hurt me to have to walk off. I've been there, homie. And you can't help nobody that don't want to get no help. Not with no drugs, homie, it's not happening. It's just not happening. You're not helping nobody that don't want to be helped. Even as a pimp or somebody who came from it, I know that when the get on some drugs, that's her number one pimp. That's why a lot of that sell dope come up on like that, because you know what? They already see, man, it's always gonna come back as long as I can give her this dope. Real shit. You'll see a lot of hoes like that do get on drugs or get hooked to it or whatever the case. I'm not talking about her, nothing. I don't know, babies. I don't know where she come from. But just looking at how this shit goes, man, these drugs be the number one pimp. You can't f with them type of homie. You just can't. You gotta let them go. Anybody who's dealing with an addict right now, or like even in a regular relationship, anybody who's dealing with an addict right now, there is no, like, you think you stand is doing something, all it's doing is hindering the situation and hurting it. If they don't stop and see it when you tell them, they have to lose it. I'm just being real. That's the only way they learn. Listen, homie, I've been in them type of situations.
Damn, my bad. My mic was muted. I definitely understand what he's saying with that part. Like, yeah, once they get in too deep, like, you got to come out of that on your own. Because there's nothing that I could say or do to convince somebody to stop one, especially if you like addicted. Nah, it got to be your own choice. Stick around as long as you can, or tolerate as much as you can, depending on how much you care about that person. But understand, until you see them make the decision, it's a wrap or a dub.
And I'll just say 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, I asked a chick, that I found out that was doing something like that was with me. I'm like, hey, look, whatever it costs, I'll get you some help. Oh, no, I'm not doing it. That's not what I got going on. I'm like, well, you know what? That's when you got to walk away. At least give them the option. Let them know, hey, it's nothing but love. Hey, look, I will help you. They say no, then f it. You got to let them lose that shit, my nigga. Because now they just let your ass know they about to take your ass on a wild goose chase if you stay. I drink, I smoke, I don't do drugs, homie. Like, I don't run around, if I was, hey, I'm doing everything on live. I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, y'all gonna accept it or reject it. I don't do drugs. You can't live in the game like that where I come from. Like, where you just sitting there just blowing it up, just doing what, like, you can't do that. You can like the bitch all you want. If I had a bitch that sat there and did some drugs or did some, like I know about it, either I really don't give a fuck about the bitch, or I know better than just to get away. I don't believe in that in the game. Having drugs and doing that type of shit, I'm talking about for real. Like, they go hold, do whatever it is they go do, and you doing drugs behind it to push you. Bitch, I get it. You might have to have a shot real quick. Or, you know, have a little shot with a little Sprite back or something just to get you moving. I wouldn't even want to be an alcoholic out there moving, because I always said this. Hey, man, two sloppy can't make it to the ATM. Y'all say y'all want game, I'm giving you game. Especially for some of you out here to be playing, want to sit in a strip club, or, you know, when you get set down, you want to go and you want to go drink all night and want to go do all that shit, right? You ever notice the more you get drunk, the more you not really paying attention what the fuck's going on around you. You might have a drunk next to you. He want to go hit the ATM. How you gonna make it over there with him if you drunk too?
We can't both be drunk. Excuse me. Damn, it was something else I was gonna say, but I forgot. So we're gonna watch a little more of the video.
Give me your free game. You always be like, oh, well, give me some of the game. I'm giving you some of the game. Even when you're dealing with your square bitch, she might be on some drugs. Right now, shit, you deal with her every day. The out of her mind. Do you think that you stand with the is helping her or hurting her? Same for you. You see up at the nurse. Do you think by you stand with it that you feel like doing bad is helping him or hurting him? You need to go.
Yeah. He do got an old raspy ass voice. I don't know what the hell. Because he was saying Mark. And I'm like, but the video thing say Shannon Sharp. So, oh wait, hold on a minute. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I hadn't seen that. Oh, okay. That video wasn't about Shannon Sharp. That was about the guy that do the soft white underbelly videos. And I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but that's like a little series on YouTube where they, you know, interview everybody. They interview like P2s and crackheads and pimps. And I think I want to say I saw one time going down a rabbit hole just looking at all this shit. What was it? The people that be inbreeding, that, you know, that little family out there, just random stuff or whatever, in, you know, the little interviews. Oh shit, my bad. But yeah, they were saying that he found his black girlfriend unalived. That's interesting. Let me see if I can pull up this video to explain it. Hold on. Orlan. Oh, shucks. Yep. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Pay your $2 tithes. All right. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay.
Thanks to all my subs and supporters who watch, like, share, and comment on the videos. It's greatly appreciated. Anybody who would like to support the channel, the link to my book, The N-Word is No Secret in the Service, is in the description of every video. We also have the Runaway Slave store, link in the description. Go grab yourself a souvenir or something like that. Let's cook. Okay, people, you all know that YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly. I'm pretty sure many do. This guy has millions of followers. The show is very interesting. I mean, some interesting guests come on the show. If you ever watch it, I'm sure many of you have. This show right here, this YouTube channel would have easily had been a TV show if we were still in that.
What up, King Rooster?
It's not that era anymore. You have YouTube now, which is bigger. But this channel called Soft White Underbelly, the guy who runs this channel is a white American man by the name of Mark Later, okay? Now, this guy, Mark, he started out as a commercial and fine arts photographer. So he's a photographer. He worked with major global brands, Apple, BMW, Mercedes, IBM, all of them. And he produced high-end advertising photography for these companies. Highly educated, Ivy League, Columbia, University of Illinois. I mean, top of the line education. So check, people, this guy, Mark here, he's 65 years of age, right? And while he, a few years ago, in his early 60s, I think about 63, he gets in a relationship with a young Black woman who's 19 by the name of Kiara, okay? I believe he
63 and 19. That's how he probably got into all of that stuff that he doing on the channel with the Soft White Underbelly. He interviewing people that's weird because he weird. Let me start. They're not all weird, but yeah. Usually just the other side of America. Yeah, Soft White Underbelly. I guess the name is befitting. I don't know.
He met her because Kiara's mother was a guest on his show. I don't know which guest she is, okay? So this guy right here, he's over 40 years older than this young lady.
If her mama was a guest on the show, then we already know what's up. Because we already talked about it. All of the people that he interviewed are people, prostitutes, like pimps, people that just, I can't even think of all of them right now. Because I just remember doing like a random rabbit hole dive down his page, just looking at the content like, oh my gosh, listening to the stuff that people were saying like, cha. So if her mom was on the show, she would probably a madam, a streetwalker, a big time, king, queen pin, or you know what I'm saying? It was something. It was something. And I felt like, yeah, he took advantage of that. That's messed up. That's messed up.
What do they have to talk about? I have no idea. I don't know what a 60-something-year-old white man has to talk about with a Black girl who's 19, 20, 21, 22, from the hood, this Kiara, broken background, no parents, adopted, no father, no mother, foster parents, all that traumatic hood stuff. You know what I mean? So he gets in a relationship with this girl. I know it's not illegal. It's just a lot of people are getting creepo vibes from this, okay? Now, he's paying for her apartment, of course. She wants to be in entertainment or a singer. He's paying for her studio time. A few weeks ago, he goes over to the apartment that she lives in with her son.
It's sounding gross. Hold on, let me go back a couple of seconds. Cha. What he done did to this girl.
Of course, she wants to be in entertainment or a singer. He's paying for her studio time. A few weeks ago, he goes over to the apartment that she lives in with her son named King. He said he went over there because she wasn't responding to the usual messages that they exchange in the morning. He goes in, he has the key. See,
Omni, you ain't shit.
Sees her in the tub underwater. She's gone. Okay, she's gone underwater. Condolences to her family. So many people are saying check him out. See what's up with him. I can't debate that. I didn't brainstorm on it too hard as far as that's concerned, but I know on the surface it does give some creepo vibes. Anytime you got a white man who's in his 60s, he's 40 years older than this girl, he's paying for everything, and then she dies. I mean, This guy, Mark, I notice he does give off the white man hero narrative. Like this young black woman has such a great life because she's got this new white boyfriend. I mean, it's kind of weird, people. It's kind of weird. I think that
it's all the way weird. I don't know. Just to me, like a 40-year age gap to me is a little weird. Because it's like, what? She 20 and you 60? Like, what are we doing here? Well, I guess he's the, knight in shining armor coming to save the young lady that was adopted and, all this other stuff. Who mama came on the show because she was on the other side of, child. And it's just sad because she ain't had she probably had nobody to help keep her away from him. Because clearly you see it didn't work out in her favor. But I don't know what happened. I don't know how she passed. I'm not familiar with this story, but yeah, I don't like that. He looked creepy to me too. I think that's really what it is. I just don't like that look on his face. Like, even right here. The hell? No.
people like this guy Mark here are part of the problem with recruiting and pushing up on broken young black women or whatever. Of course, she has her own brain. She has to accept some responsibility for what she does, no doubt. You know what I mean? No doubt. But I don't know, people. Check him out. Listen to him, man. Listen to some of the stuff he was saying.
Something happened last week. It's going to be hard.
It is going to be hard.
Something happened last week that's so central to what I'm trying to show and change about all of us that I think it's worth talking about. It's important. I've had I've had a girlfriend for the last 2.5 years, a young lady named Kiara, who I met. She brought in her mom for an interview. Her mom is a homeless addict, lives on the streets to this day. And we met and just kind of clicked and got along. And it was really, she wasn't the kind of girl I thought I would ever be involved.
So after hearing that, she brought in her mom. Her mom is homeless. And they just clicked. Y'all buying that? Or do you think that he may have seen her as a target? Because I don't know. Like, what? You already know what it is, TMKC. Like, stop playing. You know what you look at that girl.
With romantically, but it turned into that very quickly. And it was really the most wonderful relationship. It was magical. We both used to say all the time.
Now you can order balloons with ease from Michaels. Find a wide range.
Shout out to Michaels. One of my favorite stores.
Like, I can't believe this is happening. It's like both of us seem to love each other more
Every day.
The relationship got stronger and better as it went on, and it was beautiful. It was just amazing. She used to say, I used to say, I was much older than I am much older than she is, and I used to say, like, if you ever want to get rid of me because I'm too old, just let me know. And she goes,
The hell?
Put your hands together for my motherfucking friend.
on like 5 platforms literally as I'm talking to you right now.
Yo, what's happening?
What up, Omni?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's good?
Let's not act like we not seeing what we seeing.
What happened?
Everybody, we got. Oh, Drip, you wasn't paying attention.
I what, bro? She brought you up, and I was like 2 seconds behind you.
Okay, listen, Shadika, we seeing what we seeing. All right. And it's fucking disgusting. I thought I'm so disappointed because I used to watch South White Underbelly, and I was like, you know what? He's showing the real shit. He's showing the humanitarian. He's showing, you know what I'm saying? He's showing the homeless with the bum bumps, and you know what I'm saying? He's showing the girls that you know what I'm saying get the sucky on, and they got the herpes around the lips and all the mouth sores like Cassie was talking about in the Diddy trial. You know what I'm saying? Like he's showing the real shit. He's showing the results. You know what I'm saying, of the thought pocket behavior that everybody be champion nowadays. He's showing he just putting a camera to it, letting them tell his story, and it's gut wrenching stories, right? But to find out that this man was rich the whole time. I knew he had to make his money elsewhere some type of way. You don't just start a YouTube channel and it become wildly successful right off the bat. But you know what I'm saying? He's rich. He's 60. I never knew what he looked like until just now. He looked like Vigo off of the Ghostbusters 2. He looked like Vigo. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, like this is what I call grooming at its finest. Like he found a disenfranchised single mother with a daughter. He didn't get at the mama and change her situation, but he got with the daughter though. How he talking about that the mom is still homeless and you have a relationship with her daughter? You ain't helping the mama
2.5 years.
You ain't helping the mama out with your rich ass. You did he did ads for what? Mercedes, all these luxury car companies. So we know you got bank, but the mama's still homeless.
Wow.
But
we see a lot of that though.
And the chick that you with ain't even moving in with you. So either you the lick, you the play, and she just using you for the funds, which that's bad enough, and you shouldn't even entertain that at your over ripened age of 60 plus. But yeah, I mean, now her mama's still out on the street, and y'all been in a relationship for 2. So you know that's why I said what I said. She was juggling 60-year-old plus balls for the past 2 years, got tired of the shit, and didn't see a way out. So she unalived herself. And he up here talking about, man, the relationship was so special for you, nigga.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Damn.
That's wild.
All facts though.
So what happened to the girl?
She unalived herself.
Oh wow.
That's why I said she was juggling dusty, crusty penis for the past 2 years. 60. Go ahead, play back, Shanika. Bring him up to speed. This is incredible.
Both of us seem to love each other more
Every day.
The relationship got stronger and better as it went on, and it was beautiful. It was just amazing. She used to say, I used to say, you know, I was much older than I am much older than she is, and I used to say, like, if you ever want to get rid of me because I'm too old, just let me know. And she goes, like, I would never do that. You're like irreplaceable. There's nobody like you. And
because you're rich.
I felt the same way about her. It's like she was one of a kind. So fun and kind and a sense of humor. They felt pain. They talked to her friends. She was with that night. She was doing, and she had been doing regularly for the last couple months, at least few months.
But you didn't know about
and
that.
I didn't know about it. Like, I didn't know. She kept me out of the loop on that. and she hit it very well, and I didn't know. And this is a late night thing because I go to bed so early. She's staying up later.
Where she got the money from? Was she robbing his wallet? He was just giving her money, or
he
and
was
he
the
didn't know what
sugar
she was
daddy.
doing with it?
He was the sugar daddy. And he knows he was the sugar daddy because he done had lawyers on there. He don't just do like the disenfranchise and druggies, right? He also be having lawyers on there that be breaking down like divorce cases and whatnot. So he know the game. He got the information. You, the sugar daddy, how come y'all don't live together if it was on the up and up? It would be easier for y'all to cohabitate. Y'all not cohabitating. You paying for her apartment elsewhere, so she has a whole apartment that she doing God knows what in without you. He the lick, he the play, he the sugar daddy, but he want to act like it was a regular, respectable relationship. No, you needed somebody to juggle your old dusty sack, and that's what it was. Were y'all were really seen out in public like that? Had to be spaces that you controlled, and like she don't even fuck with you for real because half your face ain't even in the photo right here. I bet you if she had an Instagram, he's nowhere present on it.
That's
or
crazy.
Very few and far between. You know how they do, like all these chicks that be taking all these trips and whatnot. Drip, they have all these extravagant. They look like they have an extravagant lifestyle, but they have no job experience, no job history, no work history, no, you know what I'm saying, investments, no, you know what I'm saying, no rental properties, no sources of income, no obvious sources of income. Because they sugar babies.
Mm-hmm.
And she one of them, but she was doing her job. He is the job.
So, Sneak, let me ask you this: why you didn't play the one from Sharp?
I played the videos that you had down there.
Oh, okay. So this is the same thing as that right there?
Yeah, this is what was in that video. He wasn't talking. He didn't say shit about Shannon Sharp in that video. He was talking about this, and so
no, not Shannon Sharp. The guy's name is Sharp from.
Sharp,
his name is Sharp. Oh, okay. Well, my bad. I was confused because I didn't know who he was or what he was talking about.
Yeah,
and
he used to be on.
finally figured it out,
Jump.
and that's how we ended up at this video.
Yeah, you played it early, Shanika. You played him early, Shanika. His light skinned dude who voice need Vaseline.
Yeah, the raspy voice dude. Yeah, because he was. Yeah, he was cooking. I just didn't know who the mark was, and then I saw where Sin had sent the video, so I was like, yeah, let's play the video to get the background story on what happened.
Yeah, Vigo off of Ghostbusters. I'm gonna pull up Vigo real quick. I'm gonna send it to y'all so y'all can see it. Y'all can share this.
So the guy that I don't know if you've ever seen Soft White Underbelly content on YouTube, but he's the one. He interviewed the girl that was the because I think she passed away. The one that was on, what was that, Love and Hip Hop or one of them? Oh gosh, I don't remember. But he pretty much the guy that be reviewing all the pimps and all the prostitutes and all the homeless people and and they be like, and they be sitting there. It's not a big production, but it's just, he interviewed them, right? And so he found.
Oh Lord Jesus! From where? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my sister. My bad.
No, you good. I just didn't want to keep talking. He was, but he found a girlfriend unalive in her apartment. She 20, he's 60 something. Let me play a little more of this video.
Is she 20 and he's 60?
Wow. That's what I'm saying.
I think he's like 63. Ooh.
That's what I'm saying, Drip. Like,
and she brought her mom. I'm sorry, Omni, but she brought her mom onto the show, and that's how he met her. Oh, and her mama is homeless and still homeless to this day.
Oh wow!
Look at that picture that I sent in the back. That's the nigga. That's the villain. That's the villain off of Ghostbusters 2. Tell me that ain't Mark.
Nah, he just look like it for sure.
Tell me that ain't Mark.
He looked like it for sure. That's wild. Good grief.
What it is. What it is.
What up,
Oh, my
Trey?
bad, my bad. What up, Trey?
Oh, no, you know you always good. Man, I don't know how I thought of that, but that shit was funny, right? I was smoking, and then when I thought about it, I laughed, right? And my throat started burning, so it wasn't funny no more. But
Not the stove was burning.
hey, Drip, you know how it is. Now you be in bed and get the laugh, and you be like, fuck.
I know.
Yeah, see, we should have watched this video first, Dr. Quantum, and then watch the other one. So yeah, actually, you know what? I'm well, no, I think everybody caught up. Drew was the only one that wasn't. So we gonna you wanna go back and see what they were talking about? Oh, okay. Because I feel like my synopsis was pretty accurate.
That's cool. I'm rocking with it.
She'd probably do every night. And another thing that's important, so it looks like an overdose then once you see that. But in her family, there are 3, I think they're all female, 3 women that died of myocarditis. Myocarditis is where the lining of your heart, and I think it enlarges and your heart stops.
Wow.
So 3 of her relatives, close relatives, passed away from myocarditis. One more young relative had a pacemaker put in. So myocarditis and mixed together, I was reading about it on the internet, is really just like it's a recipe to how to stop your heart. And my guess is that's probably what happened in this case. That's almost like a side detail, because she has a 3-year-old child. She has a great life, great future ahead of her, a great boyfriend that's supporting her in every way. There's no reason to pick up a cane. There's no reason to pick up any like that.
You see how he threw that compliment on himself? Like, yeah, she had a great life, great boyfriend. Excuse me? Obviously, well, I ain't gonna say her like wasn't great just because she OD, but I mean, like, you sitting there talk about what she was thinking and how she was feeling. You don't know that. You don't even live with her, Mark.
Damn, not Mark.
Out of here. Bye.
That's a wild work. Damn.
When your life is going smoothly. And I've been, of course, thinking about this nonstop since it happened. And not sleeping. It's hard. And
soul crushing.
I know it's hard that you're not sleeping because you lost your favorite eater.
She needs her money.
Damn.
God, duh, this is disgusting.
Very much so.
He should have just shut the fuck up. Like, I would be honest. He should have just not said nothing.
Right.
It would be better if he doesn't say anything at all. Like, there's nothing right for you to say.
I'm just saying, just give me a piece.
she was her usual self.
As anxious eater poke. Well, nah, poke, it's cool. I got it. No.
Perfect.
Get one.
I left, and I texted her when I went to bed. She texted me back right away. And then in the morning, I get up early. I text her and don't expect a reply right away, but like 8 o'clock goes by, 9 o'clock goes by, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So I drive over. She lived nearby my studio, and I have a key to her place. I go open the door. Her 3-year-old son is there with a stinky diaper. And I go, where's mommy? And he points to the bedroom. And I go into the bedroom. The bed is empty. And I go into the bathroom. And she's underwater, laying in the bathtub, curled up. And I'm just like, I just didn't know what to make of that. But I grabbed her and I tried to pull her out, and she was hard and cold. Lips were blue, and she obviously.
That seemed a little odd to me though. Like, if he's trying to suggest that she unalived herself, like she did that with her right in front of her baby. That just. Shout out to Artifacts with the $1.99 super sticker.
Get a black, get a black, get a black, get a black. Get it right, tighten up, get it right, get a black, tighten up. Come on, get it right, tighten up. Come on.
Definitely appreciate the support. Going to pass the collection plate. Whoever's sitting next to him. Drop your 2s and fews and 10s and 20s and 100s. And hit the like button.
Not 10s and 20s and 100s.
Yeah. We need the whole spectrum. Make the collection plate colorful, because you know the money got the different colors. We like the colorful money.
Colors, yeah.
Colorful. All the colors. The green, the blue, the silver, and the brown. It don't matter. We want all of it. And you through. What up, Chalk? Download the link, please.
Chalk or chocolate?
Obviously been in there for 10, 11, 12 hours. Something like that. Long enough to not be savable. And there's a joint on the side of the bathtub. She likes to smoke her. And
wow. Wait.
I tried CPR. I talked to
they said it was a blunt
immediately.
On the side
they
of the
came
bathroom.
right away.
On the side of the bathtub.
Well, she was smoking in the tub?
I guess.
No, but he said that he smoked her weed. That's wow. Damn. Go ahead, play it. My bad. I'm trying to catch up.
But nothing's going to happen. Nothing was going to happen. And it was just like getting hit by a train. Like, this girl I love just died. And there was no explanation of how or why. I can't make sense of it. And information is coming out. The detectives called me a couple of days later and said they found pain. They talked to her friends that she was with that night. She was doing, and she had been doing it regularly for the last couple months, at least a few months.
But you didn't know about
and
that.
I didn't know about it very quickly. And it was really the most wonderful relationship. It was magical. We both used to say all the time, like, I can't believe this is happening. It's like both of us seem to love each other more
every day.
With the help of Zero accounting software.
All that rapping and capping.
It was magical. She played with
it was so magical.
I funded her entire existence. She didn't have to go to work.
Nowadays, everybody got.
Her son was taken care of. We didn't live together, so I could do me and she did her. Jesus.
Me no like you.
As it went on, and it was beautiful. It was just amazing. She used to say, I used to say, I was much older than I am much older than she is, and I used to say, like, if you ever want to get rid of me because I'm too old, just let me know. And she goes, like, I would never do that. You're like, you're irreplaceable. There's nobody like you. And I felt the same way about her. It's like she was one of a kind. So fun and kind, and her sense of humors were perfectly matched. It was like we just constantly made each other laugh. My job is hard. I do this all day, and some days are really difficult. I would just come home fried, and just in a nasty sour mood. And I would walk in the door and sit down, and just within 3 minutes, everything was erased and just gone. It would evaporate just because of the way she treated me, the way we interacted. It was just magical, and it was the best. Only 2.5 years, but probably one of the best things that ever happened to me.
It didn't matter, this age difference. You guys were just best friends.
Who the hell is this? Who is this talking? Who is this woman?
Probably the ex-wife.
Yeah, the one that was in the picture in the middle. Like, what? Child, get out of here.
She was very mature for her age. She was in her 20s. She was very mature for her age. I had a hard time believing she was in her 20s, more like 30s. She looked 30 something, and I am very young at heart for my age. So yes, on paper it's a big age gap, but in reality, we were perfectly matched.
In reality, it was a big age gap.
So both of them acted like 30-year-olds. Okay.
More like
No, they met in the middle. She acted 40 and he acted 40. 20 years in the middle.
Nah. You going too old. If they met in the middle, you got to take that down a whole half.
Ain't no middle with that, Trey. 20 to 60.
If he's 60 and she 20,
that ain't half.
No,
he got to take it down a little bit more than that.
Talking about you got to take
60 to 40 is 20 years, and 20 to 40 is 20 years. So that's why I said
take it from 40.
Right.
You got to cut that shit in half, and that's exactly how they acted. That's all I'm saying.
He got 40 years on this earth more than she does.
That's wild.
Bro, what that mean?
She wasn't even developed sperm in her daddy's nutsack when he was kicking shit on earth. Like, come on, bro.
I'm saying though,
right?
When it comes to mindset, what does that mean?
Dog, you gotta stop, bro. Come on, bro. I'm talking about as far as age. Like, bro, like you got 60-year-olds, you got 60-year-olds who don't think like a average person. They be you think that's like cool?
Like 10 years old. That's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. All I'm saying is you got 60-year-olds acting like
wow.
Bro, you said as far as mindset.
60-year-olds. Tell me the
60-year-old mindset versus the 19-year-old mindset. How they the same?
Listen.
There's no way they're the same.
Don't ask me. I don't know the answer to that. All I'm saying is some people mindsets.
You just did. Church, you just said
these niggas kill me.
A whole explanation. Then you come back and say, "Don't ask me."
Listen, that's because it's like a catch 2020. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Not the catch 2020.
Like, that's what y'all not understanding. It's like a catch 2020. You got old niggas who act like they fucking young, and then you got for real. That's a fact. I can go over here right now and find a 60-year-old, and y'all wouldn't even think that he's 60 when you talk to him. I promise.
This is crazy. This is very crazy.
I agree with Anton. Once you go past 10 years, you don't have nothing in common. Like I don't.
You don't know. I'm saying you don't got nothing in common. I'm not saying if you got anything in common. I'm just saying as far as mindset, two people being together. That don't like. I'm just saying like people being together. That don't just because you're 60 years old don't mean that you think like a teenager. You feel what I'm saying?
But Tracy, I kind of feel you a little bit because, bro, my grandma and grandpa was like a 13-year difference, bro. That's a fact. It was a 13-year difference, bro. And bro, he had to talk to my grandma, dad, and all kind of shit. And, you know what I'm saying? He was a sheriff. And I'm telling you, bro, I couldn't believe it when I'm like, damn, Paul, 13 years, like, what was going on? Like, but
no, for real. And I
bro,
be asking those
they was together for
the
52 years though.
I mean, shit. I mean, you know, it's a little different, you know, but
And then that
So I
was back
got a
then too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got
because
a
Nowadays
like
it's
he
weird.
rule.
taught her
Like
to be your wife,
I got a
probably.
rule. Like I don't really go. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got like a 5-year rule. 5 years above, 5 years under. That's it. If you're not in that
I'm
age
with you.
gap, I can't fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like that's
That's,
because I know
that's
we
feasible.
gonna have shit to talk about. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't really agree with, older people dating younger people. I feel like they just taking advantage of the young person. You feel what I'm saying? And in my brain. But all I'm saying is you got 60-year-olds that don't think like a regular 60-year-old. They think like they still act like they 15, like they still getting taken care of. They fuck around still
So they on
living
the
with their
spectrum?
mother and they 90.
You're
Wait
right.
a minute. They're on the spectrum? That's 60 acting like a
Nah.
60-year-old?
No, they not on the
okay.
spectrum.
Oh, okay.
They not. They just
They just immature as fuck.
yeah, type shit.
Damn, a 60-year-old guy acting like a 16-year-old is cool. It's just kind of like, yeah, you gotta just leave him alone. Let him go. That's insane.
But all I'm saying is, right, so when you 60, you can put on a little front. You feel what I'm saying? And hey, you feel me? If she go, she go.
Wait a minute,
How
60
they
can
look
put
at
on
it.
oh, okay. I see what you said. Front, like, okay, I got you. Yeah, especially if he wasn't an outside person. I mean, his skin fresh. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, he ain't got the, the wrinkles and all of those shit.
Bro, like you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like the older niggas who be going. So you feel what I'm saying? Like, I be really trying, you feel what I'm saying, figure out what the fuck be going on out here. That's why I be knowing so much. That's why I be trying to tell you, like, don't ask me. I don't know what the fuck wrong with them niggas. Don't ask me. I don't know. But I just know that they fucked up. That's all I'm telling you. It be like that.
Oh, God. First place, Steve. Yes, please.
Oh, jeez.
It sounded weird on paper, but if you saw us together, you'd like that. There's nothing weird about it. She had a 3-year-old son. She has a 3-year-old son. We would see each other every day, every night, had breakfast every other day, and then get together for the evening after work. And then we would be texting each other. She'd text me all these really sweet little love kind of messages throughout the day, and that was really sweet. I enjoyed all that silly little stuff. It was really something I never thought I'd like in a relationship. Very different kind of woman than I've ever been with before. Because I was always into these almost elusive, challenging, difficult people, and she was none of that. Just loving, kind, open, honest, sweet. Just
who picked these pictures?
Oh, I'm looking at like, wow.
They pissing me off. It's like I wasn't gonna say nothing about it, but come on, man. Dang. Don't do a sister like that.
Just the greatest in every way. And
He's a bad.
Yes. So he's gross.
last Wednesday, I texted her like I always do at night. I came by to see her just briefly because she had some friends over. But I came by to say hi. She was her usual self. Everything was perfect. I left and I texted her when I went to bed. She texted me back right away. And then in the morning, I get up early. I text her and don't expect a reply right away. But like 8 o'clock goes by, 9 o'clock goes by, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So I drive over. She lived nearby my studio. And I have a key to her place. I go open the door. Her 3-year-old son is there with a stinky diaper. And I go, where's mommy? And he points to the bedroom. And I go into the bedroom. The bed is empty. And I go into the bathroom. And she's underwater laying in
You said that part already, but okay, the video almost done.
the bathtub, curled up. And I'm just like, I just didn't know what to make of that. But I grabbed her and I tried to pull her out, and she was hard and cold. Lips were blue. And she'd obviously been in there for 10, 11, 12 hours, something like that, long enough to not be savable. And there was a joint on the side of the bathtub. She likes to smoke her weed. And I tried CPR. I called 911 immediately. They came right away. But nothing's going to happen. Nothing was going to happen.
Pause.
Yeah, he trying to blame it on the weed.
It's no. Fuck that. Didn't he say that he was over there every night? So how the fuck is she unfound for 12 hours? That's all I got to say.
Zaddy. She had a great life.
He did say they was together every other night. I mean, every other day, but then said that they got together at night.
Every night. He said they was together every evening.
What is it?
I'm not gonna download like the song. I don't know. It sounded like he probably lying.
I was about to say
they were doing them drugs together, and now he want to act like it was just her.
Shit, crazy.
And it was just like getting hit by a train. Like, this girl I loved just died. And there was no explanation of how or why. I can't make sense of it. And information is coming out. The detectives called me a couple of days later and said they found pain. They talked to her friends. She was with that night. She was doing, and she had been doing regularly for the last couple months, at least a few mons.
But you didn't know about
and
that.
I didn't know about it. Like, I didn't know. She kept me out of the loop on that, and she hid it very well, and I didn't know. And this is a late night thing because I go to bed so early. She's staying up later. She'd probably do every night. And
from the outside looking in, people, this looks kind of weird and creepy to me. If anything, it looks like prostitution. You know, a 60-something-year-old, highly educated white man says he's in a relationship with a young black woman that he met at age 19. She's got issues. She's using drugs or whatever, so he claims. And her life is supposed to be so great now because she has him. I don't know what's going on here, but people, get in the comments. Do you suspect foul play?
Absolutely. Sounds like sound like some bull. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if he was pimping her out like that, because that whole story just sounds weird for sure. So I'm
telling me the baby 3 years old and the baby don't know how to open up doors. Get the fuck out of here.
They've been together about 3 years. And it's like, what kind of, and he said they was out there doing it. She was doing it with her friends. You don't know her friends? Like, you couldn't kind of, I don't know. People do have, you do have people that live double lives and they are able to hide things. I don't know. But yeah, that whole thing sounded a little sus. But I put this the sharp video back up because I think that if we run it back, for those of us that were confused, it'll make a little more sense. Because there was a few people that were like, who is this? What is he talking about? And I'm like, yeah, Mark. That's all you saying, Mark and baby girl. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. So.
I don't want to take it there because I don't want it to be deemed as content. I would want it to be deemed as like how I really look at things. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that try to make just the, I don't care if it never goes viral, nothing. It doesn't matter. I love Mark to death. That's my guy. He can always call me for whatever. We're going to get it rocking. We're going to get the shit doing what the f- it needs to do. But I feel like, you know, there's certain girls like, and you know, you could say that there's certain girls that's trying to make their way out of certain situations. This is the best way I can explain it. Because I'm not trying to, you know, push no type of fucked up narrative, but there's so many girls that, you know, will show somebody or act like they can show somebody they want to change, they want to do certain things, or, you know, they want to be better, they want to grow. But in all actuality, you know, you really enable them. You know what I'm saying? They'll act like they want to grow. They act like they want everything in the world, but when you give it to them, they don't know how to act. Not everybody is like you take somebody from the ghetto tomorrow, or you take somebody who hasn't been having a lot tomorrow, and then they catch themselves with somebody that is having a lot and can change their entire life. And it might change it just a little bit too quick, especially if you didn't build it with them. And I think that this is, and I don't want Mark to take this wrong, but I think that this is why God put it to where people grow together. Like if you're having
Y'all agree with that?
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. If you don't get it together, like there's a certain lack of appreciation and entitlement if you don't see someone going through the process of making themselves better. Like that's why there's so many women out here that expect a guy to just, you know what I'm saying, hand them a situation. Often the sentiment is, oh yeah, you the man, you supposed to pay, you supposed to do all of this. It's easy for you because you the man. No, it's not easy. Just cause I'm a man, it's not easy just cause I'm a man. Because if it was easy just cause I'm a man, every man would do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you attain whatever it is that you're trying to attain in your life, and you set goals for yourself and you've reached them, why is it a situation where now you can't respect me because you had to get it all out the bud by yourself? Or I can't respect you because I didn't see you doing it.
Because you don't. It's the same reason why I don't let people borrow my car. Same principle. You're not gonna respect it because you ain't have to put up nothing for it. All the consequences lie on my shoulders, not yours.
Really?
Like every time my mother-in-law comes down here, she wants to borrow my car to do something and do this and do that. I'm like, you got the $4,000 in case you wreck that motherfucker? Like if something happened to that car while you out and about with the car, you got what it takes to get it fixed? Or is it all going to be on me? It's all going to be on me, so it might as well be in my hands anyway. And she been through accident after accident after accident with her stuff, so I already know how you gonna do mine.
Big accident.
Shout out to Cam, Artifacts, Phyllis, Jim. Yeah.
And my Jeep got horses under the hood. You heard me? Like ain't no rinky dink. Yeah, you let a motherfucker that ain't never had nothing get some of yours when it's good. They gonna break that shit.
Crazy.
They gonna fuck it up.
Fuck it all the way up. They gonna be running golden week time out.
Because none of the consequences is on them.
They taking all toll roads. They don't give a fuck. They taking all toll roads, all toll highways. They running that shit up. You might get a speeding ticket from a camera, all types of shit, man. You don't let nobody just hold your car.
And then turn around, bring it back without the amount of gas that they left with.
Hey, fuck the amount. You ain't gonna bring it back on full.
Like, dog, yeah, nah. I done seen this movie too many times.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, brother. I ain't gonna lie. Can't nobody drive my car but my mama. 'Cause I already know how she gonna handle it. She gonna handle it like I handle her car. Anytime I handle her car, kid gloves. And then we gonna make sure we bring it back all the way full. If not, we just gonna send you the money you want to cash at.
Yeah. What up, Lighthouse? Yeah, wow. I don't know. I don't have to necessarily. If I see that you won the Super Bowl ring, but I didn't watch you play in the Super Bowl, I don't think that for me personally, that doesn't take away the respect and admiration that I would have for you for winning the Super Bowl because I didn't watch you do it. And so that's why earlier I was saying I
I was
don't
on
think
a bench. I ain't
Should,
gonna. I'm bad.
no, I'm saying, Shadiki, you don't understand how you just devalued the situation with what you just said right there.
I
You said
devalue
you devalued it because you only talking about the Super Bowl game. You're not talking about what it took to get to the game in the first place. Like, there's a whole process. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's all the games, all the wins, all the losses, all the
All the
late nights in
practices,
the, you know what I'm saying?
all the
Okay.
bombs, all the breakdowns, all that.
Just to make it to the big game.
And you not even playing in the game.
I mean, I can understand what you're saying. There would definitely be a different level of appreciation and respect if I saw you go through the mud. Because I have had that situation before where I saw somebody who was up and then they went through a situation and they were down, and I saw them, get back up again. And I absolutely, had a different level of respect for that. Right. So I get that. But I'm just saying, like, I felt like what he was saying or trying to say is that you're not going to respect that person if you don't see them get to it. And I'm just saying that I think that you can still respect them. It's just not on the same level.
Most people do this all like family members do this to each other. Matter of fact, let's take Jay-Z as an example, right? Jay-Z was talking about, and everybody gave Jay-Z flag for this because, oh my God, Jay-Z, you're a billionaire, you got it. So a lot of people do this. A lot of people do this. A lot of people have this mindset, oh my God, Jay-Z, you can't help your family member out with a business idea because they had an idea. You can't just give them the money because they got a business idea. You know what I'm saying? He's like that story about one of his cousins or something like that, talking about, listen, Jay, I got this idea. You just front me the money and it's gonna be out of here. Right? And he like, that's not how this works. You just telling me about an idea, but you're not telling me about how to put the idea together. You just have an idea in your head that you think will be successful, but you don't have the infrastructure in place to make it happen, and you ain't did none of the groundwork. You wasn't grinding in any way, shape, or form to get it yourself at first. You just want to look at your big cousin because he's a billionaire and you just got it, and he got it like that. You see me with a billion on Forbes and all this, and you think you just gonna get a little few $1,000s up off of me, and I'm not gonna care about whether or not it passes or fails. You just want, because I'm Jay-Z and I've been getting it out the mud, and I had to hustle with the 32 bricks, and then I had to flip that into a rap career, and then I had to do what it took to get Beyonce to be a wife, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to, you know what I'm saying, flip the rap money into the mogul money, and then have all of these businesses with the Rock Nation and the Ace of Spades and all these other ventures with the Fenty, and get Rihanna down to be the face of the company, and get Kanye up and started and do what it took to do that. And then I had to deal with Dame Dash and then leave Dame Dash and all of these deals. And you want to say that, oh yeah, you got an idea and I'm just supposed to give you the money. All right, cool. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, everybody does this. Everybody has it. Just because the guy that got it, people devalue what it took for him to get it, because they want to avoid the process of what it takes for them to get it. They just want the money because they think the money is going to solve all the issues. The money is really a reflection of the money is really the reflection of the process that it took to get there in the first place, to get in position to get the money. The money is a tool and it's the means of access. You acquire the money because of the work that you put in and the deals and the respect that you garnered along the way and how you was moving to get to the bag. But you just don't get the bag and then you put the infrastructure in place. You get the bag because you did something to get the bag.
No, you on point. You dropped a bunch of that's a bunch of gems right there. My little brother. What's good, Drip? Like I said a couple of weeks ago, man, you gotta know how to add value into people's lives, man. Like that's be the issue. Like if you know what you're doing with that person, like I say, you 9 times out of 10, if you treat each other correctly, yo, and down times, man, people got you. You just gotta know how to communicate, and you gotta know who your friends are. Like that's why you communicate. That's why you talk to them every so often, even though they busy. You gotta know where they at, and but that's deep. That's definitely a deep. And a lot of people don't understand those concepts. Like you just can't expect people to be giving out funds, especially business-minded people. They got a lot of stuff going on. For me, like I say, you gotta be able to pour into people. However you do that, whatever you do, make sure you do it well. I'm pretty sure for me, I never had a problem compensating people. I overpay. You get what I'm saying? Like that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd like to make sure that I overpay the people that I'm dealing with, so they won't have no concerns or nothing to say afterwards. But I think you live and you learn too, though, Drip. Every business transaction ain't gonna be perfect. You're dealing with certain people. You're not. You know what I'm saying? It's like as a salesman, as a hustler, you got to know how to deal with your customers. You know who you're dealing with at the end of the day. For me, I never tried to take advantage of the people that was helping me out. You get what I'm saying, Drip? So for me, I think my situation and understanding is different. Like if you don't abuse it, then 9 times out of 10, you can go back and ask for more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just being honest with you. Like, but you got to put in years of loyalty and hard work with people, yo. And I don't know how to explain that to people. You just got to be loyal and you got to be able to be willing to hold a person down. However you see that, however you perceive that, that's how you do it. But you damn sure don't want to be a person that goes in it thinking about self and being petty minded. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to make sure that you understand, like I said, who you dealing with. If you dealing with a person that's dealing with a lot of resources and a lot of business, you got to know that he's dealing with other people too, and you got to be able to move around that, move accordingly. That's all I can say.
Word. I feel you on that overpaying stuff. Like my wife didn't understand for the longest time why I overtip. Like everybody want to go back and forth about, you know what I'm saying, what percentage you give. I do 50%. If the service is good and you work and you earn the tip in my eyes, I do 50. Whatever the bill was, 50% of what that is, that's what I give in gratuity. My wife didn't understand what that was about. It's like, you giving them all this money? But listen, every time we go out to the places we frequent, we have whatever spot in the restaurant we want, whatever I ask for, we get.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Talk about it. Absolutely.
Like,
talk about it. For
it's
me, I'd be like,
it's a different vibe.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
You know what I mean? So like people just don't understand, like when you actually take care of people gonna do that for you. But the mindset of individuals that want to ask somebody for something just for something that they don't have any they don't have any stake in. Like they don't have you're
Yep.
not having any risk for the idea that you want to have. You asking me for the money, or you asking in the Jay-Z example that I use, you asking your cousin for the money because you don't want to have to risk nothing. And so you're not even going to respect the business venture or whether it passes or fails for real, because you ain't have no skin in the game in the first place. So if it all blows up and you don't have, you know what I'm saying, nothing works out, oh well, no big deal, because I didn't put up nothing for it. That was my cousin's money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, dog. And so that's Shanika, that's what I think Sharp was really talking about, is like when people get it together, when you do and I do, and you got skin in the game and I got skin in the game, and we both invested in this, and we both got something to lose, oh, it's got to work. Because not only is there risk associated with it, but also there's a partner to hold the other side accountable.
Facts.
Like,
but see, a lot of people don't even know that's true, but you don't even have to actually know what the business plan model is. Like if you're a good person in general, you're going to be a good person. Right. And that should be able to pay itself off at the end anyway. But to know that you know, if you're doing something in a business manner and you understand the intricacies of what you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you hands off with it. You just the one that's investing the money. That's cool. But they have to be an understanding of that. And shit don't happen overnight anyway. You know what I'm saying? But no, you're right. I mean, people should know what they get themselves into at the end of the day.
Word. I don't know. What you feel, Tanika? I mean, Shanika, my bad. Shanika, Drip, y'all still there?
Yeah. I'm here. What you say? What you ask me?
What's your take on the situation? Like having skin in the game versus, like, would you, like, if one of your family members came to you and be like, yo, I got an idea. I need you to put up all the money, but I got an idea to make it work.
Right.
How you playing it?
Hold on. Say it one more time. I'm sorry. Put my headphones on. Okay, there you go. All right, what you say now?
One of your family one of your family members approach you, Drip, and is like, I got an idea. I ain't putting none of the groundwork in yet on it. I ain't started on nothing. But Drip, I need you to put up all the money for the idea. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Sayonara. I ain't going.
And why is that? Because they don't respect it.
Or either they don't have a good history of doing shit the right way type shit.
Right way, yep.
Yeah.
Or they known for fumbling the bag too much. Or they known for just being a family fuck up. You know what I mean? So yeah, I ain't got time. I wouldn't invest in no shit like that. Knowing I'm not gonna get no return, no nothing but a bunch of headache. Nah, then I'll be ready to fight. So that's just a whole other story. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole other story, yeah. Chanel, you down there? I didn't know you was in the back. But nah, I mean, what you would have did?
Oh, I already said nah, nada. Yet. No.
Yeah, I was about to say both of them already gave their take for real.
Shit, you said family? Hell no.
I'm not fucking with it at all.
Family worse than just strangers sometimes. It's crazy. It's weird, but it is what it is.
People said that I was crazy, right?
Right.
I don't feel like I'm crazy, but tell me if I'm crazy, right? Because I always tell people, I'll be like, bro, I don't care just because you my brother, just because you my cousin. I don't care. If you cross me, you might fuck around, and you know what I mean? Not am I wrong?
Nah, hell no.
Oh, yeah. I'll be like, man,
just to say the drama in the bull, just
like it.
Yeah,
like
don't
I
do it.
Yeah, like I really don't. Like I love you, but I don't love you more than I love me. That's just what it is. Like if you cross me, hey, it is what it is. Don't cross me.
And you know what? That's actually more common now. Seems like, family crossing each other is like more common now. I've been seeing like a lot of people just sit with their family. It's like ready to fight their family for real, for real. It's crazy.
And
I'm
that's
like, wow.
and that's why the world is today, right? Because I'm gonna tell you how it all started. Because I remember it like it was yesterday, right? And Drew, how old are you? You heard me? Well, anyway, I was about to say, so I'm gonna tell y'all how it all started.
Go ahead.
It started like this. So back in like, I want to say 04, 05. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about 5'6". I'm a year older than the year, so I know exactly how old I am. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. We was having cookouts all the time. But let me tell you what was happening at the cookouts. Everybody want to be fussing. Somebody get drunk. This person don't like this person. Now this person ain't showing up to the cookout. Now that person ain't showing up to the cookout. Now it ain't even no more cookout. Now this family member beefing with this family member, and this side of the family going to take this family member side. This side of the family going to take this family member side. Now the family is beefing with inside the family, and then you already got the family members that's in the streets that's beefing with these niggas in the streets, and then these niggas that's in the streets beefing with these niggas in the streets, but just because that's your family that you beefing with, and then you messing with these niggas is your family. You know what I mean? That's how it all started. And then now we don't got no more cookouts. Because you know why? Because we know where the cookout at. And if we family and I know where the cookout at and I don't fuck with y'all, guess what? The cookout getting shut down. There ain't gonna be no cookout. Because I ain't there and I don't like it. And it is what it is. Like, that's how it happened. It just started getting more fucked up and more fucked up. And that's just how it happened. And now we in 2020, we in 2025, and we talking about bringing cookouts back and getting reparations. And we ain't even I was about to say, we talk about getting reparations, and we ain't even having cookouts. Shit crazy. I don't even know what to say no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we ain't having family reunions, cookouts, none of that. That's just what it is. Like, black people, we fucked up as black people. Like, and then
no, that's facts though, sir.
And,
I believe
and
that.
Like, and when we get it in our head that we really fucked up towards each other like that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can come to a conclusion. But for everybody to be sitting there saying, I'm not this guy, I'm not that guy. Listen, we all fucked up in some type of way. We all think some type of fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? Just live in your fucked upness, and maybe your life will get better. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
Bunches of people just.
So, Treasure, you advocating for what now? What you saying?
What I'm saying is, right? So when you know that you a certain type of way when it comes to certain type of things, you're not even put yourself in those positions.
Right.
That's just what it is.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
Us as the people, we love this person so much that we going to put ourselves in a vulnerable position, and now we feel like, you feel what I'm saying? Because most of the time it's just a pride thing. We feel like because this motherfucker done did this, and we already had this conversation, and then we even been dealing with each other.
That's real shit, Trey.
And
that's real motherfucking shit. That pride get in the way of a lot of shit that we can get accomplished, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
and somebody got to be the bigger man, right? So like I say, it's two ends to that conversation, because one can look at it the way you looking at it, and one can also look at it still in a positive way. But I think a lot of us is dealing with traumas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are dealing with traumas they got to get over. What the women say, that a lot of men need to go to therapy or whatever. I'm not saying all, but I mean, I was young and I was in therapy. Would I say it helped? Yeah, but then when I got older, I don't think it can help. I don't think they can particularly help me, but I'm not going to push anything aside. I keep the doors open to that. But
that's real.
I'm not saying I'm perfect, right?
Right.
I'm not, but the Bible do tell you to strive for perfection, man. You know what I'm saying? So be the best version you can be, right? Like
Exactly.
even in your vulnerable moments, you know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
still have an expectation that you need to meet. And that's, that's to the higher powers. You gotta be a man. And
I don't disagree.
you know what I'm saying? So, and that's how, we get it together as individuals. Because once we fix ourselves, I think we can be able to fix a lot of the traumas that we had in our lives. I don't think we should be so stringent on one thing against the other. You get what I'm saying? All this shit matter, right? And so we can't be too hard on the mama. We can't be too hard on the father. We just got to know that there's, expectations that we got to meet. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's 100% facts what you just now said. Now, see, I don't know. I was about to say, see, the way I'm saying it, motherfuckers might be taking it wrong, but it is what it is. So when I mean by living your fucked upness, meaning you know that you fucked up in some type of way, right? Admit it. Admit it to yourself. You ain't got to admit it to the world or whatever. Just admit it to yourself. All right, yeah, I was probably fucked up in that situation. All right, yeah, you know what? Maybe sometimes I am the problem. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that, it'll make your life way better because now you actually being honest with yourself. And when you being honest with yourself, it help you be honest with everybody else. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
Sometimes the truth might be fucked up, and the way it come out, hey, it is what it
No,
is.
Trey, listen. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel the need to be the way you are in every situation? Do I make sense? Like, do your bluntness need to take over a room every time you get that feeling, or do you switch it up now and then?
It all depends on the setting. If I'm making
Okay.
money, I'm not about to be belligerent and this, that, and the third. No, I'm going to come with a professional mindset, right? So of course I'm
Right.
take that situation and it's going to be different. But if it ain't no money involved, man, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, this bluntness coming out. Fuck you talking about?
Enough said. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you, Church. Shit, I feel you too. I mean, I don't know. Like it's crazy that people think so highly of their family like that to where we would never think nothing like that would happen. But man, it's bruh stealing and somebody girlfriend and
Motherfuckers who steal from you.
nah for sure. And you gal, we'll take that too.
Nigga, Trey, all the wild stories I heard about the hood came from Baltimore, nigga. And I'm from this side. I'm near DC, nigga. Either I heard them or either I was a part of them, nigga. And I can go down the list. Baltimore is just a wild area, and I don't even think the calm mind can prevail out that motherfucker. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? You're gonna have some hardship out there. And I got relatives, man. My lineage comes from Baltimore, and I try to look at that area positively more times than I can see it negatively. But like I said, I spent some time in Cherry Hill, man, and was probably 2000, late 99.
I'm
And
glad you put that up. I'm so happy that you put.
Slim, those were my best learning lessons. That early, right there, them was my best early learning lessons, nigga. And then, but back then they had school programs, nigga. Them kids was going on vacations. They was going to the rec center.
The Rex
We was either at the
lit in
park.
Cherry Hill in
Yep,
2005, 2006,
you know about that
2000.
shit, nigga.
That shit was lit.
They was taking you to water parks and everything every week, every Friday. You was going to water parks out there. Then they got the museum out there. Baltimore definitely holds a special place in my heart. But then, from a family aspect, man, it's a lot of turmoil and strife, and a lot of things I look back on. You know, I'm glad I got to experience it, but I would never want to put myself in those positions or put even my children in certain positions that I was in out there. And that was for like a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You grow, man. You overcome all those circumstances, man. And what it is you start getting around smart people right? Sometimes rich people, right? And you start thinking a different way, bro.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's not even taking, you're not going to leave where you come from. It's just that mentality wise, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You get into another level. You know what I'm saying, Trey? You driving that truck. The longer, listen, man, when them checks started just flying in, and back then, nigga, we got pay stubs, Trey. So I damn near saved about 2.5 years worth of pay stubs, bro. I just remember all them damn checks, nigga. And listen, man, enjoy it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it slow down, you know what I'm saying? But enjoy the motherfucking checks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. You ain't lied. I was about to say, the thing is, right, I'm so happy that you brought up Charlie Hill, right? Because Shanika, are you back yet?
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know if Shanika back yet.
I don't know. Shanika. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. I ain't know she was gone.
Remember the comment that she made earlier about the white boy saying nigga, and the comment that I made after that, right?
Yeah.
It's a difference for me, right? See, the big difference is I only know about 3 white boys, you feel what I'm saying, who really do like that, right? But all 3 of them was adopted into black families. So it's a little different when you growing up and your siblings calling you little nigga. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I can't tell you that you can't say nigga. It's just, you feel what I'm saying? Like you talk about something, yeah, this is my sister and she black and shit. Matter of fact, you started dating the sister and then you met him and then you realized that he was really adopted into the family. Like, who am I to tell him that he can't say nigga? He grew up a nigga. Like he probably just as black as me. Like, what the fuck I'm going to say? Like, that's just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how it goes sometimes.
No, for sure. What is going on? Forward, reverse.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. Like, do we give them grace though? Art and Trey? Do we give them grace because they family?
What do you do? I mean, what do you do? How can you tell somebody that's been speaking this way since they could speak not to say it no more? When they live and they call, like if you ask them, yeah, they know more black people than you do. And all of them calling them they brother, they little brother, big brother, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, big homie. You feel what I'm saying? Like, see, my man was talking about Charlie Hill, so I know he know about Brooklyn. It's a lot of white boys up Brooklyn for real. And Charlie Hill. And we intertwine. Like, it's an intertwining type of thing.
Oh, yeah, it's different. It's different up there. My homeboy, it's a lot. It's different because we don't see that shit down here, nigga. There ain't a lot of white friends down this motherfucker unless you in a professional setting. But out there, like if you go up, what's that, Bel Air, Maryland, Edgewood, what's that?
Man, ain't nobody talking
Joppa.
about county fault. Man, listen, we don't really like them white boys out there for real. But
y'all
Brooklyn
still
ones, the ones who live in Brooklyn, the ones who really going through the mud with you, the ones I'm talking about, Charlie Hill, Brooklyn, yeah, it gets down. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. It gets down. And it's a lot of white boys who live in Brooklyn who, yeah, all right, play with them if you want. I'm trying to tell you, fuck around, end up on motherfuckers.
No, they thorough out there. Listen, man, they thorough. Them Oreo fans, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sleeping on them.
You said Oreo fans. That's crazy.
Oh
yeah, the team name is the Boston Orioles. That's right. Yeah. They still got a team.
The Orioles, yeah, they some shit, but you know,
motherfuckers ain't won a game yet.
Bro, I was about to say they're going to tell me last season both their pitchers got injured. So why ain't y'all draft another one?
y'all still got legacy out there with Cal Ripken. You know what I'm saying, and them boys. So I mean, I respect the team. It ain't like y'all never won. It ain't like y'all never ever won. You know what I'm saying?
We just won recently. If not
unlike, you know what I'm saying, some teams ain't never won a championship. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up.
So, man, look, we ain't finna be on this mug long because we got the member stream tonight. We've been going 4 hours, so I'm probably finna go ahead and probably shut it down and go in and start get prepared for the member stream.
How much I got cash at you to become a member real quick?
I got you, Drip.
Shit, I did the membership like $4-5 or some shit like that. Or,
I'm about to cash
yeah, just send it and I can just send you the link, Trey.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I'm about to cash at you though. Yeah, so I can become a member.
Yeah, we just gonna. And then I don't know what Shanique is. So I'm just gonna leave it at the 4 hours, 4-hour mark. And then I'm gonna go and get ready for the member stream. Probably like 7, probably like 9 for the member stream, and then shit. You know what I'm saying? We can go from there.
That's the best. I'm gonna cash app you my number so you can send me the link.
That's a bit. Anything? Any kind of final thoughts y'all got before we get up out of here?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did. You know I did. You know. Shout out to Shanika with the BBL dimples. You feel what I'm saying? From your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Shout out to the show. You feel what I'm saying? I missed most of it, but the part that I was a part of, it was great. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to everybody on the panel. I don't really know everybody on the panel, but shout out to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how we gonna get it. We gonna see y'all on the next one.
Mm-hmm. All right, you got a final thoughts for the day? Or drop down, okay. Chanel, you there? I don't know where she is. Yeah. But now we finna get out of here, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. Damn, what's that right there? Oh, sure, okay. Yeah, I ain't want to make it too long, no way, because I had to ask some stuff to do. Plus, I want to go ahead and get ready for the member stream tonight. I forgot what I was going to say. But now, man, appreciate everybody sliding through. Appreciate the donations, the cash apps. Let me see. I can't see who. Demon, the Romello. Big Art. I can't never see my super chats from this goddamn. Oh, TMKC, Romello. Yeah, everybody sent something for Shanika Temple for just crazy. That's crazy. TMKC, Trey, Artifacts, who got the Romello. Let me see who is there long. I don't know why I can't see these damn super chats. It's like, who else sent one? Yeah, Romello. Let's see. And they got these other names on here. I don't know who these folks is. But if I forgot you, just let me know. It's only showing like the bottom half, but I don't know why my laptop show like that. That's crazy. I don't know. Fix the scaling of it. Let me see. Yes, Romello again. I think that is. Yeah, let me see. Okay. Yep. I appreciate everybody. We finna get up out of here, man. Cool show. Shout out to everybody came through. Watch. If you're a member, we're gonna be on later. If not, get your membership immediately. Let me see. Did I remove her? Okay, but yeah. Other than that, man, we finna slide out. Make sure you have a good day. It's Friday. Hope everybody got paid. And you do.
Drip Nation, let's go. Coming to the stage.